we've got Tate Roberts, our February Student of the Month. Going to spend some time with him, get to know him a little bit. We are here in one of his many locations throughout the building in the orchestra room. Again, how long have you been playing the viola?
I've been playing since, fifth grade, I believe.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Is that something you're going to continue beyond this year?
I don't know if I'm going to play in college, but I definitely want to play just for fun.
Just a life skill that you can carry with you.
Yep.
If you want to start like a bluegrass band or something like that, you'll be...
Not too many bands that use the viola in the blues, but, yeah.
Probably more fiddle. Anyway, I digress. All right, so we're gonna get to know Tate a little bit. So one of the questions that we start with, what would be one of your most influential class that you have taken while at BVHS? Most influential for you as a student?
I'd probably say that would be orchestra.
Okay.
Orchestra, learned a lot of good life skills. Learned about leadership, learned how to work well with a team, learned how to practice, have fun, and enjoy art.
That's great. Very cool. And it seems like a very strong orchestra program, and continuing to build on that. So that's great. What was one event or accomplishment that you've had this year that you are most proud of?
The thing that I'm most proud of this year, probably be, I'm on the quiz bowl team, and our quiz bowl team, we went undefeated this year. And being able to finish off the year and say that we hadn't lost a single meet, we won every single match that we were in by pretty good margin.
Okay.
That was one of my favorite accomplishments for this year.
That's so cool. And I'm not even remotely qualified to even read the questions at Quiz Bowl, let alone participate. So that speaks volumes to have that kind of success. I know Mr. White works with you guys quite a bit on getting you to that level. So that's great.
Yeah.
You're involved in so much. You're involved, obviously, in orchestra. You had mentioned earlier the HOSA, athletics. So many things. How do you keep that straight yet still be so academically successful? What are some of those things that you do to help with that?
Time management's number one. Just make sure that you're focusing on activities when you need to be at activities, doing athletics outside of school, before school, after school, that kind of thing. Just making sure that you're focused on what you need to be focused on.
Sure. I'm sure there's a lot of sacrifice that comes with that, maybe giving up opportunities elsewhere.
Yeah.
But hopefully you have found it pays off in the long run to be able to do that. That's great. If you could say thank you to one BV school district employee, staff person, high school, middle school, intermediate, elementary, if you could say thank you to one of those individuals, who would it be and why?
That's a tough one. Again, I'd probably have to go with orchestra on this one. I'd have to say thank you to Mrs. Berg for being such a good teacher. She's really taught me a lot about music and also just how to be a good friend to people, be a good teacher, be a good leader, and just how to be a good person.
That's great. So to that end, post-secondary plans, I see we're repping the BYU. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the current plan right now is go to BYU for undergrad, major in neuroscience, and then hopefully go to medical school after that to become a doctor.
Okay, very cool. And go into neurology type?
Yeah. Probably neurosurgeon, hopefully. We'll see what happens.
Do you have ties to that Utah area?
Yeah. I've got some family down in Utah. Grandparents live down there. Just a lot of relatives down there.
Okay, very cool. That's great. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Favorite type of ice cream?
My favorite type of ice cream, I'd have to say cookies and cream ice cream.
Okay. Fun fact for the listeners out there: do you know where cookies and cream was invented?
I have no idea.
South Dakota State. Go Jacks.
Oh.
All right. And then finally, you alluded to this. What do you want to be when you grow up? You mentioned that you wanted to go into neurosurgery.
Yeah.
That's just great. So we're one of those classes that you're taking with drones. That's unique. It seems unique to Brandon Valley. How did you get that interest sparked in that? Where did that come from?
Well, I've had a couple toy drones over the years, and I never really flew them too much because they're kind of a little weird to fly compared to other stuff. But I saw that they had a drone and aviation course here. I had a couple friends take it last couple of years, and I thought that would be kind of interesting to do. And I figured since it's my senior year, I might as well do something that I find fun, like take one of those classes that just have a good time. And I figured joining aviation would be a good course to do that. So
That's so cool. Again, one of those unique offerings that I think we have. And you always hear that buzzing in the gym as you guys as you're doing that. But I think that's so cool, and just a unique skill in a growing field. I think that's pretty neat. So again, thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for spending your valuable time as well. I very much appreciate it. Congratulations on being Student of the Month. It's a lot of hard work. Hopefully, it's a culmination of that. Can't wait to see you walk across the stage here in a couple months.
yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, everybody.